was a podcasting, like, I don't know, like a kind of Jacksonville podcasters connecting kind of
Oh yeah,
thing.
you sent this to me.
And with workshops at Ruby Beach, unfortunately I cannot go. I saw it. Someone sent it to me on the account, and I thought it actually looked really cool.
It's just a bunch of like creators get together.
Yeah, it's like anyone in the Jacksonville podcasting scene, like kind of gets together, connects, and then they also have like workshops and seminars and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately we will not be.
That's at Ruby Beach?
Ruby Beach, yeah.
The one that
Where's
used to be
Ruby
here?
Beach?
I think the one downtown.
Okay, there's one downtown.
I think so.
What's Ruby Beach?
Remember, it used to be, it's a brewing company.
It's a brewing.
Yeah, and it used to do like brunch.
Bar and stuff.
Where one of the places we could say today that we went to. Jekyll. We went there.
Jekyll. We went after our
and you had a whole meal. The food was actually
What's
really
funny
good.
about me having a meal? Why'd you laugh about it like that?
I just didn't know that they had like a whole ass menu. And the food there is good.
No, that's the only time I've been. I didn't go back. I don't know why. Now that I think about it.
I've been back a couple times.
The beer was pretty good too.
Yeah.
That place was good.
They have it's like I don't remember if it's buffalo chicken or just fried chicken, pimento cheese sandwich.
I'm a big pimento guy.
Unreal.
This is fun.
Anyway, we'll get to that because that's what we're going to talk about today. But yeah, no, I think we hit our goal.
Is fire.
So that's really exciting. We hit our goal.
What was our goal?
6.
6 what?
Episodes.
Oh, episodes, yeah.
And we're at 7. So Alec told me there's a statistic that most podcasts, don't
make it to 20 episodes.
I thought you said 5.
Maybe I did say 5.
Well,
You told me 5.
Alec and I have only participated in like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
right.
This is true. This is true. This is
okay.
true.
It's okay. Hey, we're
all
still chucking along.
We're
Technically,
learning what we are capable of, and we're learning the time that it takes.
Technically, me and you have been on 2 that just weren't posted because of just so many mishaps. And
yeah, we've
problems.
learned definitely having a theme.
Now we have Peyton
for the
to
episode.
help us out. So
And yeah, we have
shout out
Peyton
Peyton.
and MW Sketch for videography.
I had a little shout out for Peyton in the last one, but then I had to cut it because it didn't. It was when you were talking about something that I had to cut.
What was that? I'm just kidding.
I don't. Oh.
Well, he like walked by. You know how I was putting like shout out.
Did
Maddie,
you walk by
shout
when
out
I had
Tanner.
the thing you cut out?
Peyton walked by when I had to cut some, and I had shout out Peyton, but then
Alec
it had to get cut
out a segment of the episode last time because I.
She talked about. I'll take this one because I'm editing it, and I'm like, people
That's
are
fair.
1,000% gonna know who this is about.
Yeah.
Because she only. So, but
They were a.
and we'll bleep
like.
that.
No,
We'll
if they
bleep
see
this
this, they're
part,
gonna
yeah.
know. So we have to.
I'm not
delete
cutting it. I'm bleeping.
We're
not
gonna
cutting
have to
it.
delete that too
Yeah.
because I said it again. I stand by it, but it's fine. Okay, so today's exciting. We're taking we're kind of taking one out of every magazine and newspaper in Jax's book. And we're going to talk about, because we've been so clear about how this is all about local communities, local connections, we thought it'd be really fun and we'll get all of our 35 listeners involved. Thank you. I'm just kidding. Actually, we've got a lot more than that, and I'm very appreciative. Get you guys involved to hear about, some of your favorite places. So we've kind of decided, because it occurred to us that we wanted to talk about as many places as possible, I guess, that we had a few categories to try to hit. Any place that came out in 2024 that we tried, that we had a good experience with. A category that we wanted to do is places that we tried for the first time that we really, really like. So it's not necessarily a new place, but we thought that'd be good to include. And then, of course, some of our tried and true places that we just can't stop going to over and over again. And then if we've got time, maybe if we know of any places coming out that we're excited to try. So,
Yeah.
Cool. Alec, take us away.
Alex did not
Do my homework.
I know. I had my tried for the first time category, and I had like 10. And because I didn't write them down, if I'm writing, I swear I'm listening to y'all.
Do you want to start with that one? Tried for the first time?
You guys should start with whatever material
I'll start with
you
one.
have, because
You're tried for the first time? Yeah. Maybe if you start, then it'll kick my memory again of what I had initially written down and then forgot about.
Okay, so these are not at the beach.
No, that's okay.
One is this really rad coffee shop, kind of bakery. It's in Murray Hill. It's called Community Loaves.
Oh, okay.
We actually tried
heard about
it this past weekend. It was my first time, But that place is rad. It's like this old building. They've got like this like little warehouse out back where they,
I've
make
never heard
their
of it.
dough. And it's like
That's
this
so
super
cool.
hip coffee shop. Like you can sit underneath the trees, the big oaks outside.
Yeah, we need to go there.
It's really cool.
I love hip coffee shops. That's
Good food.
definitely my
I
vibe.
mean, it's killer.
Did they do breakfast or just
Yeah,
everything?
little egg sammies.
Yeah.
Good
That-
coffee.
Lately, I stopped
Chicken
eating eggs for a
memory.
while, but I just back on the egg train.
I know. Isn't
Yeah.
that weird how you go through like egg or for me it's egg or yogurt.
Yep.
No, I
will
never eat yogurt. I
Stop
hate
eating yogurt for months.
I
if
normally do both, but I'm getting
You
kinda
like
sick
yogurt?
of it. Yeah.
You know what
I
I
just
mean?
I can't eat yogurt. It disgusts
It's so good for you though.
me.
Over the ditch, yeah. Community Loaves.
Okay,
It's gonna be
I've
my
heard of
first
that
one.
place. Cool.
Definitely check it out. Murray Hill too. I feel like
Just
being
a
out at the
cool
beach,
place.
a lot of times like we just kind of forget
I also
about
need
what's
to not
over
drink
there.
chain coffee because I go to Dunkin' and stuff.
Oh,
need
I
to,
try
go
really
in
hard
and-
You gotta
not
get
to.
rid of that.
Yeah, I know. I need
Yeah.
to get.
I was
need
gonna
start
say
going
when
there.
we get to the tried and true, I have so many coffee shops that I will die for.
That's
in
on my
this
need
town.
next year. I need to actually like go to coffee places, not to just shit Dunkin' and
Yeah.
Starbucks.
They're
Actually, I
gonna
never
sue you
drink
for saying
Starbucks.
that, so you might want to cut that.
Well,
They're gonna find you.
I'm giving them a free ad to.
Okay, mine is not food, but I'm actually gonna shout out, which like everyone's gonna be like, of course you're shouting this out. My gym, Level Up Fitness. It's not new, but I tried it for the first time this year, and I've done many like gyms. The guys there are absolutely amazing. I have not.
Sweet.
He'll tell you I've not stuck with something like this for
No,
like, this long
I
in my
will say
life.
that she's.
And I don't know what formula they've got in there that's working for people, but everybody that goes like genuinely loves it.
Cool.
Loves the trainers.
Is it like a hit class?
So it kind of depends on what you're doing. The reason I like the name is like how the program's set up. So you start where you're at and then you work your way up, which is what I like, as opposed to maybe like CrossFit gyms that I've attended. Everybody does the same thing. And so for people that are brand new, they're like, holy crap, I'm never coming back. Because
So you mean like your workouts are tailored for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they like track your progress with you. Even they'll track the week. So like, let's say I went on Monday and I did a leg workout on Tuesday, they're going to know it's time to do a different part of the body. But yeah, they'll track you with progress, and it's
Shout out Josh Evans.
yeah, Josh has a podcast too.
Very cool.
Keep it a buck pod.
Keep it a
Keep it a buck.
buck.
Yeah, he just started his really recently. And so shout out to Josh's podcast too.
How do they accomplish that with like such few trainers and so many?
Yeah, so they
people?
have 4 trainers total, and it depends on. Normally, you'll go with like if they have a bigger class, they can only do up to 12 people. Like that's part of the appeal. Like
How
you
many
can only have
classes
12.
a day does that guy do?
Well, that's the thing. It depends on like who's available
Yeah.
or like who does what day. So if they know 12 people are coming, they're going to make sure 3 or 4 of the trainers are there. Whereas if
Okay.
it's only like 3 people, 1 person.
Oh wow, so
yeah.
it's pretty hands on.
It is. Yeah.
That's cool.
They've tailored it really, really well. So
Yeah, but
major shout out to them.
to what she was saying, like I call Brooke in the morning a lot of times about like this or just anything, and she won't answer till like past 9 or past 10
I'm
because
there.
every
Like, I
day
love it.
she's at
That's
the gym.
great.
doing
Yeah,
her-
and like
yeah.
my mom is now into it. Our little sister
Yeah,
goes for
Channing's
volleyball
going.
training. My aunt
Level
Nadia
up.
goes. My cousins go. Yeah, like we all are.
That's cool.
I don't know I don't know the formula they've got works for people, and I just appreciate them so much. So I wanted to.
And
shout
where
them out.
is the gym?
It is right across from like Mellow Mushroom in that little strip next to.
Oh,
Like where Mojo's Kitchen is, right?
No, like
No?
Buddha Belly. It's like
Oh, that
right
just made me
next
think
to
of
that.
something new. Don't shout it out. I got
won't.
another new business.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
For that segment.
Yes, for the new segment, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, in that strip mall.
Yeah, so
that's
major
cool.
shout out to them. But all right, Alec, did you have any place that you tried for the first time this
where are your
year?
notes?
But what
Dude.
wasn't necessarily new.
Wasn't necessarily new.
Like it didn't necessarily come out in 2024, but it was new to you. Like it was your first time.
You
I
tried
got
it.
one. I got
Yeah.
one. I knew it would come. So Ava's Jamaican Kitchen.
Whoa, where's
Fire.
that?
Ooh.
It's
Where is that?
amazing.
that
So
makes me
on
think of another
beach
one.
where like Florida Cracker Kitchen, is that what
Yeah,
it is?
yeah,
The green
yeah,
and
yeah.
white building. So where we used to
even
take
think
our
of
dogs to
mine.
the vet,
Yes.
right off San Pablo. It's like
That dog
near
is-
there, but at the front closer to beach. Fire.
Nice.
It's
Jamaican
amazing.
food?
Jerk chicken. Yeah,
Cool.
it is. Me and my
Just
buddy
made me
Ben,
think of
Yeah.
we like if we're watching fights or just whatever, we're ordering that. Or we get Jack Spice, which is
spice. Yeah, I got
amazing
y'all
too.
onto
Jack
that.
Spice
I got
is-
y'all onto
It's
that.
so good. It's so good.
So
Dude, the
good. That
tandoori.
is tried and true.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
So that I want to shout out whoever Ava is. Whoever you are an amazing woman. Or man, I don't think Ava could possibly be a man's
Well,
name. but-
don't say that in today's world, Alec. You never know.
Well, fuck 'em.
Thank you, Ava.
Thanks, Ava.
For your Jamaican
I'm
dishes.
looking forward to trying your food. That
It is
sounds
so. It's incredibly good. Like, and they do this cornbread, but it's like it's like a cinnamon kind of soaked
awesome. Ooh, you're
cornbread.
selling me on that.
It is so good,
Cinnamon.
dude. It's
Ooh, my
so
mouth is
amazing.
watering.
So anybody that's into like jerk chicken and that type of
Yeah.
cuisine, it's amazing.
You know what else is really good too is Abstract, right by Mojo's Barbecue at the beach.
I haven't been there, but I know what you're talking
Really
about.
good. It's Filipino cuisine.
Okay.
Oh, I love Filipino
yeah,
food.
I need to eat
But,
more
oh my
Filipino stuff. I
gosh,
barely.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Love Filipino
So
food.
good.
So that leads me to a point, but I don't know if this came out. I feel like it came out this year, but I'm not really sure.
Brooke, get a little, or set your mic a little closer to you. Yeah.
I don't know if it came out this year, so maybe I should save it. Or should I just go
What?
ahead and
What?
the Greek food truck in South Jacks Beach,
Oh, I haven't had that.
the Mediterranean, came out this year. Okay, we'll get to that
I haven't had
because
that.
Okay.
I've never even heard of that.
I'm gonna save it because it is.
Save it.
I'm saving it because
Yeah,
I have
see,
to
cool.
say some things.
I knew if I
All good.
didn't actually write anything down, I would come up with something here, and I'm so glad I did it that way because I would not have
I know. I'm trying to
wrote.
think of other places I tried for the first time because Shauna is so good at getting me to go downtown because it's just it can be such a like activity. So I feel like this year might have been the first year that I tried. Hold on, it's coming to me. It's coming to me.
It's not coming here.
It's not coming to me, but now I feel stupid. Oh my gosh! It's
Well,
Do,
so
do,
we
do
do
you
like
want me to
cat-
take over?
yeah. Take over while I
you
think of it because it's
stew
great.
it
It's a
out?
great place. Yeah.
So you could do like food place or like a
yeah, it could
drink
be
place.
anywhere. It could be drink,
Yeah.
food, store.
So on the Abby and I's escapade out over the ditch when we hit Community Loves, we also went to Eat Your Yard Jack's. Have you guys been there?
No.
No, I saw your story though. It looks
That
so
place
cool.
is so cool. So it's like a plant nursery.
Oh, Abby must have been in heaven.
I mean, but it's like also like an educational, like they have like schooling there.
Oh, that's so
The
awesome.
guy who started it lives out at the beach. It's really neat. But at the time when we went, there was like a winter market.
Okay.
So, they had like vendors pop up, like super cool. We bought a bunch of trees for
never heard of
Christmas
that.
gifts. And then
Making me
what's
think.
the school, Spring River, that does? It's a little school. It's like a Montessori school that they do all their teachings at Hannah Park.
Oh, I know what you're talking right before you pull into the pools. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's
So-
like a marine science thing, right? For kids?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I
The
don't know.
market
could be
was
wrong. I
centered
could be
around
wrong.
them, and those guys were like the kids were put on a whole show. Like they had a little stage.
Oh, that's awesome.
They were all like ripping the violin. It was insane.
Damn, I need one of those kids
What?
to rip some
That's
So
violin.
anyways,
so
it was a
cool.
great day. Eat
Okay,
Your Yard Jack's.
I'm writing
cool
all these
spot.
down. Community Loves and Eat.
It's just far.
Because-
You gotta. It's like an hour there.
Well, Matt and I
It's
do
an
try
hour.
to like.
44
Damn.
50
Yeah,
minutes,
when Matt and I do make the haul, we're acting so dramatic about this. Like I'm trekking across the. We do try to hit like places that we've never been to before, and we did a day like that recently. So I'm like, how my brain is just wiped. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember.
It is cool. I feel like it. You know, a lot of times we kind of
yard.
we love our like little bubble, but
That's what I was
there's
just
so
gonna
much
say.
culture
stuff.
in town.
Absolutely.
I need to get across town more. I stay
rad.
near the
It's cool.
beach too much. I need to.
Yeah.
I think
get out
it's
there.
just it's sometimes I mean obviously if you choose to have a drink it's really irresponsible to get back
sure,
so it can
yeah.
be kind of hard to like do that. That always seems to if you go to like a Jags game or a concert you're like how am I getting back? So I feel like that puts people off. So yeah, they need
Speaking of concerts, did y'all see any concerts this year that you? Well, besides Taylor Swift.
Oh,
you
I
can
saw
leave that
I
out.
saw the Rolling Stones.
Did you where?
I went to Orlando and I was floor seats to see them.
What? Oh, of course.
Wait, I was there.
Your dad got you.
I was
My
there.
dad
Oh, your
is
dad.
so upset. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Your dad, I went to Sunrise the other day, and he was like, have you seen the clock and the watch I got him? I was like, trust me, I've seen it, because that's the first thing he shows people when they walk in the house.
We got him a Quest, or not a Quest, the Oculus, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even use it for like normal things like games or anything.
No,
like he
sits
set
there and
up like
watches
Keith
concerts.
Richards in front of him ripping on guitar, and he's just sitting there like looking up at the Stones. We were like, "What are you doing?" And he's just like, "I'm at the Stones concert." It's so funny.
But
they are legit.
Day, though, they had they came out with like a rum. It was like, I think it's limited edition. Like, I don't know how much more they're doing. And I saw it when we were there, and they had a QR code. And when he wasn't looking, I scanned it and I ordered it for him. I thought he was gonna cry because rum. Rum is like his favorite.
Yeah, he's not a big drinker.
He doesn't
in general,
drink, but if he does drink, he drinks rum.
That's like the same with my dad.
Yeah, and he was literally like, I have to keep these bottles. Like, he was so. I was like, yeah, I don't think they're coming out with any more of like whatever this one was. And so he was like, okay, but he's like, I don't know if I'm even gonna drink this, but if I do, I'm gonna have to like put the dye in it. But I was like, yeah, we can put fake dye in it, and you can set it up. He's like, I mean, his eyes.
For what?
People, if they have a really, really nice bottle of something that they want to keep, they'll put
right,
to make it look like there's still alcohol in it, even though there's not, just to set it up for show. And oh my gosh, he looked like a kid on Christmas. His eyes were like.
Yeah, my dad got him that big Nixon clock.
I've seen that.
5130 watches they used to make.
That.
He ordered that specific clock, and he's like, "This is for the woo."
Oh, and then he walked up to me. The way he showed me the swatch was hilarious because there wasn't like a word spoken. It was just
the watch.
Yeah, and I was like, and I was kind of like, "What do you?" And he's like, just waiting for me to like notice the watch.
Right? Did you see the clock?
The Nixon clock is sick.
I haven't seen a clock.
Yeah, he got
a clock. Like
is
a full clock.
Oh, that must be what your dad was talking
like
about then. Okay.
Yeah, no.
I definitely haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny. I was telling your dad, I was like, yeah, I've seen it. I thought he was talking about the watch.
No, the clock.
There's a clock.
It's the clock. I think your dad's had that watch.
Maybe. But your dad ordered that for him too.
Yeah.
He like custom ordered it to come in or something.
So any exciting contests that you attended, surf-wise?
Contest.
This year?
We went to the Supergirl Pro here at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
I like how they've added so many sports to that.
Yeah.
There's so many things to do
Yeah,
now.
with the lacrosse and the beach volleyball.
Yeah, there's volleyball. Yeah, I didn't play in this one because I end up always playing against like my players, and I always just feel kind of weird doing that.
Like the pier was back like in the 60s and stuff, was like that. Like it was volleyball nets and it was popping, and now
it had like soccer, lacrosse, volleyball. It had a lot of stuff. Yeah, that was really cool.
I just like the vibe of like a pier, and then like everybody's there doing shit.
Yeah.
And then they had Joan Jett play that.
Oh, yeah.
It was
legendary.
Insanely crowded. I was a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Really?
Ended up leaving.
Was it on the sand?
It was nuts.
You were on the sand?
No,
at the Seawalk.
Oh yeah.
But it's cool that they're really trying to make it work.
Yeah, because I feel like
important.
It used to be very compared to now. It was like really populated all the time, and they did have like the Ferris wheel and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
so Brooke, did you think about what was that one that you?
The other tried. Well,
the other tried.
I think it might be. I think it came. Peyton confirmed it came out this year, so I'll have to.
There was one that you were stewing on that.
Oh,
you
my gosh.
had just tried in town.
Yeah, it's. Why am I forgetting the name? Because now I can't think of it again.
Where is it? We'll maybe help you.
Is it in Springfield? It's like I actually feel bad.
Named like 3 places in Jacksonville.
I
don't even know what you're
name.
talking about. Springfield. Where is that? Springfield.
I actually feel guilty that I can't.
Yeah.
I've not
Springfield.
I need to fucking get out more, dude.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere.
You know what? I actually think I went in 2023, so I can't count it.
Okay.
You have lost this place. It must not be that important.
I've wiped my memory.
Must not be that good.
It can't be that good if you completely forgot about it.
I haven't named.
Let's jump to another segment.
Okay. Do we want to go to tried and trues?
No, let's do that last.
Yeah, do that last because that's easy.
Okay, new places. I have like quite a few written down.
Yeah, you go down. You say them, and then we'll kind of comment.
I'm going to say a few because there's definitely a couple that
So you name whatever you have on the list, and we'll talk about it for a second, and then we'll move on to the next
I'll
one.
tell you places that are new that I went to this year. I went to Mayport Garden Club.
How was your experience?
I'm assuming that's in Mayport.
Yes. So it's along the strip with like Rev and Gray Matter. It's at the very end. It's a little speakeasy. When it first opened back in like June, July, May, maybe, you had I don't know if they're still doing it this way, so you'd have to check, but they were only taking reservations. And they were booked out like weeks in advance. So I managed to get one, and like myself and my best friend Brad Boyd and his fiance Lizzie, we all went. Like Matt ended up going out of town and like bailed on the date, so I took my friends. I was third wheeling.
Matt.
And no, we had a great time. So it's a beautiful place, like tiny, done up very well. So you like walk in, it looks like a little jungle, and then you go inside, and it truly is a speakeasy. Like you kind of have to like knock on a thing, and then you walk in. It's very dimly lit. Kind of looks like something you'd find in New York. The bartenders, if you sit at the bar, because I think you can choose. I don't remember if you can choose where you sit. I think it depends on how many of you are in a group. But they're like putting on a show for anyone sitting at the bar. And then the cocktails, they have the new thing to do is the distillery license. So you can like make your own alcohol. It's a little bit easier to get than a liquor license, but obviously more than just having beer and wine.
Wait, what's the difference?
So distillery means you are distilling your own liquor yourself.
Oh, you're making
you're making
okay,
it.
yeah.
So
Isn't that like a pretty big operation?
I thought you still had to have a liquor license to make your own liquor, though, right?
And Rev's doing it? Because they're the...
Okay,
yeah,
Rev. Is it pronounced Rev or Rev?
Is it Rev? Yeah, I've always
Rev.
said Rev.
Why is there an E on the end of it?
Rev.
I always thought it was just
It's French.
That place is also great, but it's been around for a while.
Excellent.
That's the pizza
Love
place,
that.
right?
That's honestly one of my favorite pizzas.
And beer, too.
Yeah.
Great.
So, yeah, I think they own it. So, yeah, it's the same thing that Gray Matter does. It's a distillery license. So, at Mayport Garden Club, you can get rum, vodka, and gin. And fun fact, gin is basically vodka with, like, botanicals in it. So, if you make vodka, you can kind of easily make gin. And the cocktails are really, really good. Really, really good. Strong.
So, unfortunately,
Sweet, right?
you haven't been there,
Yeah.
right?
I haven't, no.
Yeah, that sucks. I wish we could have commented on it, but
Good
I've
date
never
night
been
place.
there.
I will... Let
Sounds
me add
like
to
a
that,
cool
though.
place.
Yeah.
I know I can attest to the design and the feel of it, because I think Eric with Rev, his wife, you know, like during those Rev weeks where they do like Tiki Week.
Yeah.
Or Halloween, they just do the place up.
Yeah.
It looks
So that
incredible.
little strip mall, I guess, and that's not a strip mall, 'cause it's not
that reminds
shops, but it's
me.
like restaurants.
Yeah, 'cause they have another
Gray Matter did the same thing.
Yeah,
with Chris.
yeah,
They go all out in that building.
Well, that was your
like
try
both
for the first
restaurants,
time.
or
You've
both
never been to
places.
Gray Matter.
No, I had not until then. And I'm not one to get... I'm a beer guy. I love beer. I don't drink
not
much
a
liquor.
peppermint
I'm not
martini?
into
I
that.
am.
Yeah. No, I don't... Not to say that, like, if it was because it was Christmas time, they were doing all this decorative drinks. Like, I need to go in when it's just not a holiday and just try their cocktails. Yeah. But it was all, like, super decorative, like peppermint and
It
cinnamon.
was
Did you get
National Lampoon themed.
the moose cup?
No, dude, I saw the drinks and was like, I'm good. And I just, I'm not into, like, liquor drinks like that.
Yeah.
But they don't serve beer, so I was...
Well, I can tell you the peppermint mule, didn't think that would go together. Delicious.
No, my whole family was
absolutely
there.
phenomenal.
They were
Yep.
destroying the drinks.
Yeah.
JP had
JP went through like
7 peppermint, whatever.
They don't taste like alcohol.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
I'm sure. But
So good.
I gotta say, that little spot there
It's
with
poppin'.
Rev, Garden
Egg
Club.
Boy.
Yeah, it's a cool little
Egg
spot.
Boy,
Now
yeah.
Egg Boy,
Have you
yeah.
been to Egg Boy yet?
That's
Yeah,
a great
I
one.
had Egg Boy.
Yeah. Coffee. Do they use... Who does
What's
Egg
up,
Boy
Matt?
use? What coffee is it again? Do we remember? Flamingo.
They're very good.
Very good. Your wallet?
I got home yesterday and I threw my keys and wallet just in my laundry hamper.
Did you check the bowl?
And
In your hamper?
in my, I don't know. I must have been just not thinking.
I've put like my phone
And
in
this
the fridge
morning I was
before.
like, no, I like looked everywhere and then I like looked down and I just had an empty hamper with keys and a wallet. And I was like, that is
funny.
the strangest thing that I did.
Yeah. So yeah, Mayport Garden Club, highly recommend. Good date night. And then Mayport Brewing Co. I think came out this year too.
Mayport Brewing.
I believe so.
Where's that?
Earlier this year.
Yeah. right, Matt? Mayport Brewing Co. came out
Mayport's
this year.
kind of blowing up
Mayport's
here.
blowing up.
It's starting to do its thing.
Been there a few times.
I mean, we grew up in Mayport technically, and there wasn't that much.
No, it was pretty empty.
there's
I mean,
a
you
lot
could
of
go to the
stuff now.
Food Lion to get your groceries.
Oh yeah, I
and
remember
then
the Food Lion.
that was about-
They are still
and
lacking
Arby's.
a good grocery store.
Yeah,
there.
it's
If
like
they put a
Yeah.
grocery store there on the corner.
I know.
Right where you turn on, to get to Safe Harbor.
I know.
They would the place. Would
The
blow up.
nearest one is that I think it's a Winn-Dixie off Monument or near Girvan, but those are
Yeah, it's
still far.
technically.
They're
We
still
just
far.
learned this. It's technically considered like a food desert because there's not like a formal grocery store.
Yeah.
Matt, you let the
Later,
beast
Matt.
out.
See you, Matt.
It's fine as long as
You can hear her.
She
She's
just
coming
doesn't-
to tear up all of our things.
Here we go. But moving on.
Yeah, Mayport
Next
Brewing
place.
Co. Good. Based off of their menu, I feel like maybe they're also doing a distillery license. Not quite sure because I've definitely had liquor there, but it's not like a full liquor menu. And they have the duck pin bowling, so that's always like fun.
Yeah. Yep. I've heard the same. I haven't been yet.
Oh, that's the place with the
Yeah.
little bowling alley thing.
Like a teeny one.
Yeah.
Duck pin bowling. It's fun.
Do they have local beers or do they?
Yeah,
Do they
yeah.
make their own beer?
You know what? I don't know. I haven't.
I feel like a brewing
Paid
co
attention
usually
enough.
does, right? Or no?
Maybe.
Most
maybe.
brewing co's
Probably.
usually have their own. I feel like. I don't know. I've never been there.
I don't
dude,
feel like I've paid enough attention.
This podcast is just opening my eyes. I need to go places.
I know, but it's easy. There's
You need to go have a couple cold ones.
Dude, I
man.
just
We have-
cold one.
we just have so many like things. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like we have so much around here that it's hard to like.
It is.
I'll kill you, cat.
Oh my God, she's tied up, girl.
She almost just hung herself, so she almost killed herself.
I almost just. She
would've
was
been-
joking on the.
I was
wire.
saying I'll kill you, and then realized like she's about to
was
just
about
do
to
it
die.
herself. So.
Okay. Anywhere else in Mayport that we've tried or
Mayport. So Hanger Bay. Is that a chain?
No.
I don't think so.
So that place is
that
pretty
the
damn
fried
good.
chicken?
It's like ramen and fried chicken. It's
I've
like a
heard
weird
amazing
mix, but
things.
it's
Okay.
Place
really
is
good.
really good.
It's really
the
good.
owner, the big guy.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He's there. I think he was like a sergeant. In the
Oh,
military,
really?
But he's stone cold. But the place is great.
Yeah, no,
Hey.
Hanger Bay. Shout out Hanger Bay. That place is really good.
awesome.
I've been into ramen lately. So do you know? Oh, yeah, let's talk about ramen. What's your favorite go-to ramen? Jack's?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to push back and say that my favorite is it pho? How do you say it?
Pho. Yeah, the PH.
What's the difference between pho?
It's like that like clear noodle.
I think the noodle's different,
Okay,
but
okay.
pho Viet and Mayport, so good.
Yeah. So I like Hanger Bay, but I also like Kimbe Asian Bistro. It's
Alex, we're not
amazing.
out of the new category yet.
Listen, I wanted to talk about
Yeah,
ramen.
because you didn't come prepared. So Egg Boy.
if we're gonna talk
Egg
about
Boys, another good one.
Egg Boy's good one.
Check them out.
Yeah.
Um,
Coffee is Flamingo Coffee, which is so good. Amazing.
Yeah, they have something called a cortadito. Cortida. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it, but you can
You said it with such confidence and then you backtrack.
you can rarely
you're
find
like-
these things. The only other
Clip
time I've
that.
had one is in Miami, but it's like a sweetened shot of espresso.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
You
a
don't-
Cuban.
It's like a Cuban.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
usually espresso
Fire.
is gnarly.
Yeah.
It's me and Keen had that
Cortadito.
after we were hungover in Cabo, and then we had that
Yeah.
espresso.
That was the word. That was.
Cortadito.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. Cortida.
Oh, I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip.
I'm not trying to
joking.
derail. That was the worst day of my life.
What, the Cabo
That-
hangover? Yeah. This is a story that quite literally no one will care about, so I cut it. It's funny, but moving on.
Yeah, sorry, tangent. Yes. Okay, Egg Boy. I'm trying to think out of Mayport.
Well, why out of Mayport?
It doesn't have to be in
Yeah,
Mayport.
it doesn't have to be Mayport.
No, I'm saying like I'm thinking my brain
Oh,
like
yeah,
I've
yeah.
touched
Wait, what
on
we're talking
where-
about? New establishments?
Just
Yeah,
any,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
any
of like new
establishment.
places that
Strings Jack's Beach. What?
Yeah. Shout out Strings. Still haven't been, but
I haven't
it's
been yet.
very.
I've been to
very
the
nice.
one.
In the new Terry's Country Pilsner.
There's a new Terry's.
Oh, that's so cool.
Their
No,
staple
they're just
Pilsner is called the
calling it-
Terry's Country Pilsner.
Oh.
Shut the front door.
The
Dude,
one
it's
thing
insane.
I'm
It's
upset
really good.
about is I used to get my steak and stuff from
Steaks and
Terry's.
meats
Yeah.
from Terry's. Yeah, I know.
Oh. That place was disgusting. I'm sorry. I lived right
Dude, me
behind
and my
it.
buddy-
We would go every other day. That place was nasty.
No, yeah, it actually had a certain smell in there that was not good. But the butcher situation was fine. I used to get way better steaks there than anywhere.
It was cheap.
That's true.
Saved you some money.
That might sound
So funny.
crazy, but
That's
there will be
hilarious.
people that agree with me on that.
Hilarious.
But try the Terry's Pilsner.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
an
yeah.
Italian Pilsner, so it's like it's got a little bit of
got
Christmas.
the-
to it.
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I had a little tag of gabagool because
Gabagool.
you in the last one you were like, and I just put gabagool and then I took it out. Because you did this like Italian thing with Joe said something and you were like, and I was just like, it looked like an Italian. Any not food, but have you been to any like events or anything like that?
Ooh, Florida Theater is a great place to go. Hey, for all you listeners out there, if you need Christmas gifts,
Florida Theater,
you
for
can
Christmas
only
gifts.
get them on their website too. They axe Ticketmaster, which is cool. Because I know
I don't
Ticketmaster
know.
was like kind of
Having
screwing
a lot of
over all
issues.
the venues
The Taylor
and
Swift,
stuff.
Taylor Swift date.
yeah. The dynamic ticket pricing shit. Yeah.
But my dad and I saw the Outlaws there, old school rock band. You guys,
I know exactly.
I've been to
They're
the-
from Tampa. I know exactly.
They're from
who you're talking-
Tampa,
Yep,
yeah.
I know
Dude,
exactly
they're
who you're talking about. My
insane.
dad and me
I've
were
seen
just
some
playing the
really cool
Outlaws the
acts
other day.
there.
They played Green Grass and High Tide.
Yep.
To finish it off.
Fuck yeah.
Those guys are nuts.
How old are they now?
Old.
They've got to be like.
Old.
Yeah, I love Florida Theater.
They recorded at Muscle Shoals, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
But it was cool. They
What's that?
they paid tribute to Skinner before they played that
Oh,
song.
nice.
And I don't know if you listeners out there know this, but Skinner put them on the map.
I've heard this story.
They
Yeah,
told either their record label or whatever, they're like, hey, these guys have a free
I think that's how they ended up recording at Muscle Shoals because they had
Because of-
connections
yeah.
with Skinner.
Yeah, and
Because
then-
Skinner was obviously
Yeah.
Muscle Shoals Titan. Like that's where they.
And so Green Grass and High Tides was their...
Fuck yeah, dude.
There's-
That was probably
Florida
insane to
Theater,
watch.
incredible
cool.
venue,
Their
incredible
guitar
venue.
work and like back then, it's just incredible. If you are a kind of like country folk bluegrass kind of outlaw music fan, go listen to the Outlaws because they're incredible.
And they've, bands with 4 guitarists or 3 like heavy, like actual guitars, like electric guitars. The sound is so just like, boom,
Oh, I know it's
so powerful.
It's different because all the equipment back then. Now you kind of can record with like you're just computers and stuff.
Yeah.
But back then they had those massive amps and it was
crazy.
way cooler.
Oh yeah,
But it was
that's
fun.
a good idea. Florida Theater tickets.
Florida Theater tickets.
You gotta talk into your mic.
Sorry, this isn't
Your
about
mic
me.
is set up in the
Look that way.
I'm
strangest
just
way.
I love the Florida Theater. Like I've seen so many. I've seen the B-52s there.
You saw the B-52s there?
Yeah.
Rock Lobster.
Oh yeah, it was so good. I've seen some yeah. I love it. So good to know.
Forgot
While we're
about the
on this
B-52s.
topic, this morning, it came across my feed, but as sad as it, Sunray is no longer there, which
Yeah.
sucks. But I did see there's going to be a new venue there, which is kind
Really?
of cool. It's
Okay.
called the 5.
Okay.
At
Is
first,
it like
I thought they were putting like a golf simulator there, and that would have been so freaking lame. But
Yeah, super
I think it's gonna be a venue.
Speaking of,
It is a venue.
Okay, well that's
yeah.
good. That makes me feel better because that was sad.
what was the because this just I don't know why I thought of this, but we're thinking of like restaurants we just tried. The place we went.
Jekyll.
No.
Oh.
That was cool, but the one we went before we went to the Lefebvre thing.
Oh,
That
That
place
was like kind
really
of
good.
last year, but still.
Oh,
Oh,
it was last
Indochine
year?
or something.
Indochine. Yeah,
That was really
Yeah, shout out to
good.
them.
Was
They're
good.
good. They're good.
That was
that
really
was
good.
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the
Yeah.
hot curry.
Yeah.
I think that was when I got into curry.
Is that when you were choking?
I'm pretty sure
who
I'd never
choked on it?
really-
Was it you?
Choked on it. I didn't
Or somebody
no,
had
I
it and it
choked
was
at
like
Chris's
super
wedding.
spicy and they couldn't stop coughing.
I don't.
No,
Wait,
that
that
wasn't
may
me.
have been. Was it me?
That wasn't me, I don't think. I did choke at Chris's wedding.
Somebody-
My cousin's wedding, I
Oh.
almost died. I choked on a big
Yeah.
piece of steak.
You had to get the
just
Heimlich.
at the reception. Almost.
What?
Yeah.
You
But
gotta get the Heimlich maneuver.
No. This is what was crazy. I want someone to hear this that's choked before and been Heimlich because I want their opinion on this. I had already got it past a
you
certain
Heimlich?
part. It's stuck and it's lodged in my throat, but it's a little further past like if I
you
pushed
couldn't
him
swallow,
off
but
me
you couldn't
because he
get it
went to
out.
Heimlich me, and I thought if he went to Heimlich me, he would lodge it back in where it was stuck because it was like just past, and I was still breathing. So, dude, he goes like, woom, woom. And I'm like, I like rip his arms off. I'm like, no. So I want to hear a doctor's opinion on that. Should you always be Heimlicked, or should you try to get it down once it's past a certain point? Because I feel like if I was Heimlicked, it would have killed
Can you
me.
please clip that?
Did the wedding photographer get any photos?
Dude, I don't know. I never asked about that, actually. I wish.
That'd be
we need
pretty
to
epic.
I wonder if do wedding photographers just like delete all their photos?
No.
Well, Peyton will
No,
know.
they don't.
No.
Do you just delete all your wedding photos that don't get used? No.
just keep, like,
so
a
maybe
big
they
hard
do.
drive.
They like
Maybe
make
there
like
is
a
pictures
like
of me
our people
choking.
made an
Yeah.
account.
There might be pictures of me dying on camera. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny. You like, oh,
Dude, I'm
steak, like,
dude, I'm like eating. I'm like eating, and I'm just like. And I just couldn't breathe.
Didn't you go to the doctor though and they told you have something?
So I ended up having I choked on food multiple times.
You choke
at
a
this
lot
time.
for the average person.
Dude, I started choking on food regularly, and then I ended up getting an
not
endoscopy, which is like a camera done, and I had like a irritated esophagus, and it was the reason I was choking. So it wasn't like I was an idiot that didn't know how to eat. I just actually had a medical thing.
you
So I
just gotta
started.
slice your steaks.
I had to take acid reflux
half.
medication, and then it
so
stopped.
funny. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah, sorry to go on another tangent, but
No, it's okay. That's funny.
But yeah, that place that we were talking about, that's when I got into curry. And then I started
changed.
to try like Jack Spice and all
'cause
that.
we
And
ordered
now
it
I'm
one
like a
night.
curry guy.
We
I love
ordered it for
curry.
like Christmas or something.
Yeah,
Like a
something like
Christmas
that.
thing.
This may be a good segue to our tried and trues.
Yeah.
Jack Spice,
Jack Spice.
Alec.
Fucking, okay, first of all,
Fill us in.
Jack Spice. Tandoori chicken, I think it's pronounced.
That's
Tandoori.
the little tiny- yeah.
It's like red. I think it's a tomato kind of base that they make, like somehow make it, and it becomes like this red, tender,
So
juicy
good.
chicken, and it is incredible. When I say it's like some of the best chicken I've ever had, I mean that. Like it is. Me and my buddy Ben will just either get Jack Spice Tandoori for fights,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Ava's Jamaican.
Matt and I.
Their spice charts though, their spice level charts, a little off. I got the medium, and I was like,
Dude, really? Dude, I love. I mean,
I
I
It was
guess
good.
I
It
go,
was
I
edible.
go
It was
for
good.
mild plus because I had a feeling.
it could be different for everyone. Some like I've got it where it's a little not
tikka
hot.
masala, but fun fact, that's actually a British dish, not Indian.
I mean, how would you actually measure the spice level, even if you make
everyone's
it the same?
different.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not good with
well, I mean,
spice,
like
so-
even if you
Oh, I
make
love-
the
I
dish
love
the same every time, I'm sure it could
yeah,
be
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
anyway.
for sure.
They probably have.
Because I've gotten it where I was like expecting it to be super hot and it wasn't. So I'm surprised you said
Yeah,
that.
Jack Spice, so good. I've eaten in once, but it's such a fun like takeout food. You know what I mean? Like it's like a.
It's definitely takeout.
What I like too is while it was like a little expensive,
Yeah,
they
it
give
is
you a lot
pricey.
in like that Tupperware.
You get a lot.
So it's really 2 or 3 meals.
can
I
have
mean,
it, like,
2 meals.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
it
I've
definitely
never
Two meals in one.
finished. I've never
Yeah,
finished it.
it's
in
2
one.
meals for sure.
I have.
Whoa, Brooke.
I have finished.
Well,
I did not feel good after.
so what's
but I
your
did.
tried and true, Brooke?
Oh well, I'm gonna go back to like a new one to shout out my tried and true first. So new Atlantic Post.
Ooh.
Shout out, Seth.
So
Seth Meg, fish. Woo.
I'm the kind of person, and I think it's because we're in the service industry. If I don't like something, I'm never gonna tell someone I don't like it. I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna return. You know what I mean? But it takes me like a couple tries to be like, okay, I actually don't like that. Like if something's not great the first time,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
a
go
good
back
mentality to have.
like a time or
don't-
two, and then
don't
if I'm
knock
like,
it
okay,
until
maybe
you try it twice.
Yeah.
I like to give people chances because again, in the service industry, everybody has a bad day. Be nice. It's the holidays. Be nice to service people.
That-
For the
Talking to
love
your
of
mic.
God.
And retailers.
For the love of God, be nice to like service people and retailers. Right
and
now.
retailers.
We're gonna work
I
on Brooke's
am.
mic placement next
I'm
time. 'cause
serious.
That is,
If that's the worst thing I say all year, that is. But anyway, so I'm not saying that because that happened at Atlantic
Mm-hmm.
Post. I'm just putting out that I would never say if I didn't like. I would just wouldn't say anything. That coffee is amazing. I am a
good,
snob about coffee. I actually am one. Delicious coffee, and they use the Chick-fil-A ice.
oh, the little
They
pebble
use
ice.
the good
Yeah.
ice.
Pebble ice. I
They
call
use
it.
the pebble ice. So good, Seth.
That ice,
unreal.
and then the like. You know what I like for ice people? If anyone's an ice guy, I go get the regular like ready ice.
I do that.
And then I put it in my fridge, and it's better when you make a
I
drink.
do the same thing
It's
for
just
my
better.
iced coffee in the morning.
It's just better. Yeah,
Smart.
it's so much better.
Yeah, so Atlantic Post. But my tried and true that I'm getting to is because I'm going to be honest, there's some coffee shops at the beach that I don't like their coffee. I will not speak on their names. But one that I frequent is Roundbird. I frequent Roundbird.
Roundbird's good.
So good. Coffee's amazing. Pastries are amazing. Love the little store.
Open on Mondays.
Yeah.
A lot of coffee shops are not.
Great place. I love how you can work in there. They have like the plugs on the
Yeah,
ceiling.
you can just
pull
hook
them
up.
down. Also, it's across from my gym, so it's way too easy for me to like just go get one. And they're Swifties.
I know Matt.
Big Swifties.
Matt
so we
and,
connect
You really
over
know
that a
them,
little
but-
bit.
I know the MW sketch team goes to Sago. So shout out Sago.
Yeah,
That's a
they
nice
do go to
little
Sago.
spot.
Sago's
for
a
work.
great
Is that your
workspace.
go-to?
They do a lot of
Sago?
work. Like you can get work done there. Like
So
you sit
grow.
down and
Yeah. So yeah, I
you
have
know,
to say Atlantic Post and then Roundbird.
Atlantic Post. Thanks, Brooke. I like to go to Zapcat too, which is kind of a slept-on coffee shop. But
It's
if you
so
want
slept-on.
to go
It's
and
so
like
good.
get work done and not really be bothered, because it's
Yeah.
It's
kind of
quiet, and they, like,
peaceful. It's
They
good
make
coffee.
your coffee with love. Like they
Yeah.
like they're like the kind
They're
of
good.
place. I mean, this hasn't fully happened to me, but you know what I mean. Like I feel like if you were to walk in and they'd like tell me about yourself, they'd be like, okay, here you go. Like they could look at you and be like, this is the coffee you're gonna
Yeah.
drink. Like they know
They're
that.
like-
it's so good. I would recommend.
any other tried and trues that we got?
Oh,
Yeah, I
real
have
quick.
a few.
So to tag along with the coffee, this is a new store. We're bouncing around here.
Yeah,
I
it's
forgot
okay.
to mention this, but neutral service.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. The bike / coffee shop.
Yeah, it's my buddy Alex Brown, who I actually used to carpool with in middle school.
That's so cute.
He opened it with his buddy.
I think
And, it's cool. Good coffee.
Yeah, I
And-
walked in there the other day. I think I might have, like, he was probably like, this girl's crazy. My grandfather loves riding his bike. He has
Sorry, I can't. I don't. Never
he
mind.
has one in Mayport that he rides like around Mayport Village, but also one at his house. And so he told me he was very specific. So I need to, he wants like a tricycle e-bike that can fit my grandma on the back so that they can ride
Tricycle
around.
E-bike.
Yeah. I think it was an e-bike. Whatever
Is that
he
a
wants
thing?
is like a tricycle that my grandma can ride with him on. I like went in there and was like, "Hey, do you like custom order stuff?" And he's like, "So what are you looking for?" And I was like, like a tricycle with two." And he was probably like, "Oh my!" I was like, "You know what? Let me just ask my grandpa exactly what he wants, and then I'll come back
What
to you."
did he say?
He was like, I can look for it, but a tricycle might be harder than you think. But I'm sure. He's probably like.
That's pretty
What?
funny.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Let me just ask him exactly what he wants before I make you go on this quest. So yeah,
Cool.
but it is a cool shop.
Cool shop. The coffee's good too. I think one of the guys from Zapcat actually
Is there?
fills in some like mornings for the coffee.
I know the coffee community is definitely interconnected.
It is. It's crazy.
And then of course Jamie at Show Pigeon.
She's incredible.
Queen.
Oh my god, this cat.
You know, I did learn just the other day when cats put their butt in your
It
face.
means they love you.
It means they're
Trusting,
showing
yeah.
you that they trust you.
Really
Just yeah.
interesting
Because
way
it's one of their
Exposing their,
most
like-
gain trust.
vulnerable places.
Yeah. What did you just say?
I said interesting way to
Oh,
gain trust.
Anyways, tried and true. Let's
Yes.
get enough about cat butts.
Okay, Brewhound.
Yeah.
Brewhound, legend.
Also good coffee.
Really?
I'm not sure who they use. It might be, I don't know. I'm not going to even say because I don't know.
Everything you've turned everything
And
into their
coffee.
coffee. Like
I know, I
even
love
Brewhound,
coffee.
you're like,
Come on, get this girl
I don't know.
another
Someone
coffee.
get me a membership to every coffee shop. No, we go there. We have a membership. We go all the time with our doodles. And, oh, hey, Callie was kind of bad a few weeks ago, so that was embarrassing. But they love it. We love it. They have like really cool events and markets and like movies and they'll do yoga. It's just a really cool space and it's family friendly and highly recommend.
I think that goes for anyone with a dog.
Yeah, if you
Brewhound.
have a friendly dog or even a dog you want to like get socialized, great
My
place.
dogs cannot hang there. They just jump.
One
It's
of-
not for every kind.
No,
every-
no,
Well,
no,
not
no.
every dog can behave. So
Or not every
mine
dog,
are,
it's like people, they don't all like. But one thing that I love about it, because I've been to like the Jack's Beach Dog Park, and one thing I really like is, obviously you have to monitor your dog at whatever park you're going to, but I love that they actually have staff like dedicated to making sure that, because they can they're taught to look for behavior that maybe like the average dog owner doesn't know. So I really feel a lot more comfortable in like being there when I know that there's people that can help me and back it up and like de-escalate situations if they were to happen. And they're just so good and calm. So shout out to that.
It's a cool way to meet people too.
It is. I always
just
tell single friends,
run
if
into-
you want to find a person, go to Brewhound.
Yeah. Yep.
You'll find the love of your life.
And another club, tried and true. They just celebrated 2 years. The Run Club, Neptune Run
Club, yeah.
And if you are single and
Another great
place to get involved
to do that.
or
yeah.
just meet people, it's killer.
Like we love Pete's,
awesome.
tried and true.
It's like a
but
army.
that's not where you're gonna meet the love of your life.
No.
I said it here.
I mean,
first.
maybe, but
You never know. You
never know.
But not in
I
your
know.
there's
intentions.
probably been a
People
few
lying.
Pete's love stories. Let's not lie.
Okay,
Well, I
if
was
you
gonna
have a Pete's love story, please tell us. I actually really want to
Don't.
know.
I
I'm
don't
not
give a
making fun of you.
fuck.
I want to know. That sounds awesome.
For me, tried and true would be like
She's cozy. This is cute, Alec.
she's chilling finally. For me, I would say my tried and trues would be I love
Don't say Duncan.
what? Duncan? No, that's
You go there a
absolutely
lot.
Get that.
yeah. Get it out of here. No, I just lost my train of thought now.
Angie's.
Angie's.
I just had that
love
for dinner
Angie's
last
all
night.
the time. Yeah.
Their brownies are so good.
Very good.
So good.
So yeah, sub shops besides Angie's. What's y'all's go-to
That is a
sub?
sub. Every
I love
time.
subs, too.
Every time.
Besides Publix and Angie's,
It's gotten
where
to
would
the
you go?
point where like, when you're like, what do you want to eat?
Yeah.
I have to phrase that. What do you want to eat besides a sub?
Besides the sub.
That boy loves subs.
Has he been to Lone Wolf?
No.
Lone Wolf. Oh gosh, he's been to Lone Wolf.
No, I'm
I've not
writing
been
these
to Lone
down.
Wolf.
Dude, that place is insane.
Okay.
It's right. It's right next to
subs.
Angie's in that strip with Mojo's.
Oh, I didn't.
But they have.
Oh, yeah,
They
that
have
is
like crazy subs.
That
like,
strip is really cool too. They've got a lot of good
crazy
stuff in there.
subs.
My favorite sub place is Sun Deli. No question. No
good.
question mark.
Sundel's good.
Actually, yes, question because I get the question. mark,
Subcultured.
Subculture's good.
but Subcultured.
But you know what?
fire.
The thing about their poutine. Didn't know they had that.
I've not
My
had
mom
I didn't know
ordered
they
it for
had
me
that
one
either.
day. So good.
Yeah.
If y'all learn anything, I eat a lot of food. And I also go to the gym. So
You
that
drink a lot
it
of coffee,
cancels out.
too.
Yeah.
Well,
I have three things about me.
would you guys want to wrap it up? And
No,
say
I have
few
a
things?
couple things I have
Let me
to
see.
say.
Yeah, I think I have a
Okay.
couple more
Yeah.
as well.
I have an insane tried and true. This one's gonna make everybody laugh here, but it means something to me.
Oh God,
What's that?
Please
Al-
don't say sliders or
The
safe harbor.
Alhambra.
Oh, Alhambra.
The Alhambra.
The Alhambra.
I've not been there either,
Love
but Brooke
it.
loves that place.
I love it.
Have you been there?
Yeah. When I was younger. but
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
has it been around for a while?
Yeah, for
Oh.
like 20, actually longer than that, I think. Because our grandpa used to do like their accounting.
Our grandpa.
Our grandpa.
Grandpa.
So I don't know. So I used to go like in elementary school.
Yeah.
They'd like take you
Yeah,
and
maybe
you'd
that's
get like a
when we-
juice.
yeah.
And
Oh, maybe
they give you like
yeah.
a juice and a PB&J and you'd watch like Beauty and the Beast or something. But randomly, I was like, I haven't been there in a while, and I love like the theater, and obviously I'm a freaking literature major. Like I like that stuff. So I randomly booked tickets to like a show a couple years ago. It was like a comedy act, and my friends and I had the best time. It was so funny. The food is actually really good. They think about their menu and they kind of match it to the show.
Love that.
And then they do like cocktails that kind of match the show. And then they have like a full wine and liquor bar. The little library bar before is amazing. Just always a great time. And so then we just kind of kept going. And I've seen a lot of shows there. I just saw, we saw the Christmas show. And then I saw Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat in like August.
Cool.
Amazing. And some of the cast are like actually one of them was like a Star Wars voice actor. So like they're
What?
they're not like they're not just
They're
like
like
local
Disney Star
yeah.
Wars or George Lucas Star Wars, because that's a
He was like
big
I think
discrepancy.
the,
And I'll judge that person. No,
the show that John
I'm
Paul
joking.
said was good, like the Baby Jedis or something. What's that one
Oh,
called?
I don't know.
Yeah,
dude.
he's like so
sadly,
they're
I'm
legit
a huge
actors.
Star Wars fan, and Disney has fucking ruined it
that's-
completely.
But yeah, so I love the
second
Alhambra.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Did they? And I think they redid it not too long
Yeah,
ago,
they did.
right? So
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot nicer than
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. And
'Cause
they got it's. I love it there. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Just another local theater.
another tried and true music venue is Blue Jay Listening Room.
I was gonna say,
still
Blue Jay. My
haven't-
buddy Noah
Yeah.
goes there a lot.
I
He's
haven't been there
always
yet.
telling me to go.
Really, really.
It's a nice intimate little spot.
intimate,
Yeah.
just fun. You can go get drinks, but you
Yeah.
can see like shows and not be like swarmed. Like,
Right. It's not
the
like a
Yeah, yeah,
capacity is
yeah.
like 7
I get-
people.
concert venue.
I'm
It's
getting
more
less
like
and
a-
less tolerant with like crowds and like
Yeah.
drunk, sweaty people. It's
Yeah.
starting to freak me out a lot more
Yeah.
as I get older.
Well, it just sucks to go to to see a performance
trying to, like,
and
enjoy and
Yeah,
relax.
you're just like it's just overwhelming
Yeah.
and stuff. You don't get to enjoy the
Yeah.
performance as much.
Another tried and true, RPs.
Yeah.
I love
RPs, yeah,
RPs.
their food's
Great
good.
chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say that because I've been there twice in the last like month.
Cobb salad too is good.
Yeah, they're shrimp something.
What is y'all's? So like, because we're naming like specific
Yeah.
things from specific places. What's like y'all's favorite meal from anywhere in Jax? Your favorite
no,
meal?
that's
Anything?
hard.
I know, but that's
Does St. Augustine count?
yeah.
Yeah,
You can
I
go.
was gonna
Oh
say,
my
yeah,
gosh,
that's
it's got
close
the
enough.
best place in the world. I
What
think
is
it was actually ranked like it was top 50 like restaurants in the U.S. or something. It was like, but it's Llama.
Llama.
It's called Llama.
wait,
It's
no,
a
I've heard of
Peruvian
that.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Right over the Bridge of Lions. Like if you're going to the beach
Okay.
on the St. Aug side.
Yeah,
And
picture that in my head.
it's a small, quaint. It's not like super dressy or fancy either, but like just the best.
I've never heard of that. I need to try
Okay.
llama.
Ceviche. Abby like gets
Ooh, ceviche. Is
mango
one of my favorites.
ceviche, regular ceviche. Like
Okay.
Love ceviche.
so good.
Remember the ceviche we had in El Salvador?
No.
You don't remember?
Oh
that?
wait,
No.
no, I
That
actually
shit
do because
was
we had it like
incredible.
50 times because
Yeah,
it was
we
so
kept
good.
eating it.
We
Yeah, it
just
was
kept
so
eating
good.
it.
That's where I learned to love coffee. That trip.
Is it really?
Yeah. Remember we go down to the little
Oh,
the
yeah,
tables
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
just pour
I-
just dump a bunch of sugar.
I didn't even drink
cream.
coffee when I was that age. Like I didn't
either.
drink coffee till I was like 17 or 18. Like I didn't really
Yeah.
continue.
I remember.
But I remember what you're talking about because
Yeah.
I was every time we'd wake up, y'all would walk down and I'd be like, "What the hell are they doing?"
I remember pupusas.
Thought y'all were,
Like we would like go up the mountain and like eat those. They were so good. The like little cheese,
Oh yes.
like cheese. I don't really know what's in them, but they're so
Shout
good.
out El Salvador as a whole. Well, not the murder and death, but the other stuff.
Okay, the one that I was mentioning that I think it came out this year. That it's the Greek food truck. Peyton, do you remember the name? It's like Mediterranean something.
Is it
it's
like a
I haven't
Greek
even
name?
seen
or
what you're talking
yeah,
about.
it's like
Yeah, I
referring to
haven't either.
So
I've
I
not
saw
seen
it on I saw it online and I was like, "Oh, I love Mediterranean food, so I'm going to go try it." And it is like South Jack's Beach, like where like that gas station is, kind of like near like the Panera Home Goods area.
Yeah.
Like 18th
Yeah.
Avenue, something like far down. And we went to it. Oh my God. I ordered like a side of fries thinking it was going to be just like a little side of fries. No, they put an actual, like the entire, what you would put in one, a gyro, I don't know how to say it, on.
Gyro.
It was so good. It was absolutely
That
delicious.
sounds good.
And then obviously we tried a couple things and that was good too. Yeah, so I have to shout them out. Amazing food. Absolutely amazing.
I was just about to say something about Greek food.
Oh, there's a place that they're bringing one closer that Matt keeps telling me about, and it's called like I'm gonna forget. So I shouldn't even talk about it.
I just lost my train of thought. I was about
Where?
to say something.
Where?
There's one. I think maybe downtown. Casey and Remy went, and they said it was like unbelievable. I wish I had.
Oh,
if I had my
I
phone.
heard about that.
What is it? It's like a kind of Greek myth name or Greek name. Like it has something.
Is it another steakhouse?
Oh, speaking of steakhouses, Salameria, kind of relatively new.
Yeah.
Fucking
Very
incredible.
good.
Amazing
Very
food.
good.
Amazing
Yeah.
food.
Good service.
Shout out
too.
Wyatt. Yeah.
Wyatt. Sliders.
Yeah.
I mean,
We went there. We went there after
Okay.
basketball on Sunday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's where
Slammed a couple beers.
I think
Great
you.
spot.
I think you
Great
could see I was a little stressed that morning. I was trying to calm down. I
You-
walked
you
up
were?
and
When
like,
are- when are you
well,
not?
it was like, well, I walked
When
up
are
and
you
someone was
not?
like, I need this, I need this, I need this. I was like, I'm just trying to have a drink.
That's how I feel when I walk into Sunrise.
Yeah.
Like on a day I'm not working, I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
want to go.
you're like,
I don't want to
Dude,
go.
that's the thing. Like people are always like, why are you never at Sliders? I'm like, why do you think? It's like, it feels like I can't get away from my family. That's why.
It's like I just see everyone I know at once. So I'll say Sunrise is tried and true.
Of course.
I have
Thanks,
this
bro.
thing at Christmas time where I really try to like, it's not possible to do this fully, but I try to do like 75% where I only buy gifts from like local places. That's just something I try to do. So obviously I hit up Sunrise pretty hard, and I did on Black Friday with my sister.
Thanks for the support.
You're welcome. And I basically looked at your brother and was like, at this point, I'm just going to give you my social security number because the damage I've done in your store is disgusting.
It is hard though, with Amazon being so.
Prevalent now.
I know,
it's
but
just so easy.
you're so
but
close to me
you
that there's
have
no
to
excuse for me.
You got to shop local. You got to get past that.
Exactly. Shop local.
Get
There's
past
no
that roadblock.
excuse.
Shop
I'm
local.
right there.
I do like use Amazon for little things that I could just literally go to
If
any store.
I'm trying to only use it for things that are like super
I will
specific,
say-
or if I have to go to like the town center, which I
Right.
refuse to go to the town center now.
Sometimes,
I'm sorry, I
not
just
surf
do.
stuff. I've never gone on Amazon and
Yeah.
got anything like that. But
No.
sometimes Amazon is just significantly cheaper than any store.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like
but-
if you want a specific thing, like the other day I needed a curtain hanger, like the brackets, and I went to Target and they were like $10 or $15 more than they were on Amazon. I was like,
Well,
Yeah.
that's a no-brainer.
We could do a whole episode on this, but as a
Yeah.
previous Amazon seller,
Oh yeah,
Amazon sucks.
does it?
Yeah.
As a seller, it's the worst because those was it the same curtain? Like it was the same exact.
It was
curtain.
the same ones. Yeah.
They're not-
Well,
they're-
but curtain brackets
they're-
are pretty. There's not that many of them. Like they don't.
it's probably
There's wholesalers that break MAP, which is like what you're supposed to advertise the price at, and
Yeah,
people
yeah.
break the rules and they just
yeah.
sell it at half the price, and then they get all the buys.
Right. And I've heard like
Right.
a lot
it's
of
just-
Yeah.
It's that's
like
bullshit.
hairstylists, for example, they'll tell me if you like sometimes with stuff like that, if you actually rip the bottle like wrapping off, it'll be like not the shampoo that you even bought in the first place. So you just have to be really
Whoa.
careful. Yeah. Another final shout out is just because this is on my mind and I
And we're
have
definitely forgetting a lot of
no, we're
places.
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
this
gonna
is
get-
just
Yeah,
we were kind of like trying to make it this way, but
we want to show.
And we're trying to, get outside of the beach too.
Yeah,
Get
for
the
sure,
hill,
for sure.
air-
there was definitely a couple places I tried downtown and I just can never
So
remember,
5
but-
Points, like that Riverside 5 Points
Yeah.
area.
Yeah,
Like I actually really do enjoy going over there.
I do too.
And I just was there because I left the studio
Mm-hmm.
and I made like a wrong turn and ended up on the Riverside area. And there's a couple new places. I can't off the top of my head, but I need to go next time we do podcasts. I'm going to go try. There's a restaurant I passed that's new because I used to deliver to 5 Points to Mara's. And I recognized like all the buildings except there's definitely a new restaurant near it. And I'm going to try that and then I'll.
yeah,
There is a really good one, Mexican joint, right around the 5 point turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
I think I know what
turn
you're talking
east.
about.
It's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Taqueria Cinco.
Yeah. I've had
place?
that place.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing.
really
Talkin'
good.
Tacos. I don't know if that came out
Talking
this year or
Tacos
last
is
year.
new. That's pretty new. Yeah.
It's delicious.
Next to Southern
They're
Swells.
good.
Shout out Southern Swells. Love
Yeah.
you guys.
Southern
Shout
Swells
out.
is amazing. Talkin' Tacos, very good.
Corey, happy 40th.
The only other thing I can think about, because again we're missing a lot, is there any place that is either coming out new that you want to try, or somewhere you haven't, like you just haven't been yet and you're excited about it? Because I just learned that I think it's where that little store at the end of
Well, the
3rd
wave
Beach.
pool. That's years
Oh,
away,
yeah.
I'm assuming.
That's 27, 28.
You've got a
yeah,
long way.
so,
But we
gotta-
did. We talked about it in the last one. So shout out whoever's making that wave pool.
Yeah.
I had to scrap the last podcast, but we did
okay.
talk about it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Foxtail Coffee is coming to that little, what was it before, Burrito Gallery? I think they're
I thought that
putting-
was a chase.
is
Like
it
a
maybe-
bank.
Yeah. They already have the Chase sign up.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's on the other
they're
side.
making it, like into a
Okay,
couple.
please.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah. So Foxtail Coffee, I think it's down in like Ponte Vedra area.
Another coffee place.
Yeah, another coffee shop. But
Shout out 75 of them.
it's good.
There's a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot. It's amazing. And so I'm looking forward to that. And obviously I want to try strings. I've been to the one, but I want to see this one.
I've heard this one doesn't have like the one in town is like kind of like is it a warehouse? But it's got more character.
It's more like
it's
it's really, really, really big.
Yeah.
Like high ceiling stuff.
I didn't even hear that. I had the headphones. I just saw you
This
whip
bar
your
is
head back.
ridiculous.
Well, we can wrap it up. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to name every place or shout out every
but
place.
You know who you are.
You know who you
Yeah.
are, and if we love
see
you,
us
you
there
know
a
that.
lot. We're there.
And if we hate you, hopefully you also know that.
We already explained. We just aren't there.
But we hope that this episode gets you to get off your couch and go try some new places.
If it's doing that for anyone, it's me, because I realize I have not been around Jax enough. But this
is fun. Tried and true.
I think we need to knock these types of ones out more. And do these.
Well, January is exciting because we can, we can kind of make some plans, figure out who we want to talk
let's get a
to.
little content
downtime. We can
scheme.
kind of
it's a little quieter.
Content game
some
plan.
stuff lined up.
Yeah.
But check out our other episodes.
Yep. Check out
sure.
Joe Reynolds, Pat Young, Sean Madison, and Mitch.
Yeah, we've had some
Speaking
really
of
cool
Mitch.
people on the show. And
The other day you said the woo earlier.
Yeah.
My dad called. You know how they call Mitch the chew?
No.
I don't know if you ever heard that.
No.
So he calls my dad the woo, and then Mitch is
chew.
called the chew.
The chew. Haven't heard that.
So I stupid, but my dad answered the phone the other day and he was like, chew. And I was like,
You're like, who
and I was
are
like,
you
oh yeah, Mitch.
That's
yeah, so I'm excited. We've had some great guests on, and we're excited about.
Yeah, we're going to hopefully, with all you loyal followers and listeners, we're going to knock more stuff out. And
we're happy to hear who
We've
you want
promised
on the
that, like,
show. I
7
mean, obviously
times,
it's easy for us because we've known the people that we've had on.
But yeah.
oh yeah. And if we do want more like engagement anyway, but as far as guests, if you guys want to comment, like anybody that you want to suggest that we have on and or whatever,
Yeah.
Or feedback too.
Or feedback,
Like
We
what can we
loving the
work on
feedback.
to be better? Because we are very new at this. And
yeah.
recognize
and
that we're
clearly aren't going
we need
to
help.
workshop training.
Yeah, we're very limited on skill
Yeah,
here.
I think mine died, so that's perfect.
Yeah, well,
perfect.
Joe out.
Joe out.
Joe, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next year.